There we go. Should be good. Is the mic working? Hopefully the mic's working good. Get the daggers. Gotta check, of course, for any unexpected guests in your respirator. Mic is working? Sick. Sup, Ron? How's it going? Sorry, I'm sure this is super loud with the respirator working on the mic. But yeah. So, got the daggers and move this to the side here. Yeah, I was able to get my Instagram account unhacked. Little thanks to Instagram. But yeah, we got it done. But I think what I'm going to do is try and get this one like all the way ground through rough ground, and then grind the other one to match. I might not finish the bolster, like this back part of the bolster yet, just because that might take a little bit. And I'd want like the wood piece for that. But yeah, we'll get started just grinding into it with the 36. Yeah. This is going to be a tough bolster to get right with those angles. up? Starting to get this work done. Huh. Hey, what's up, Steve? How's it going? Gotta run for a few? Alright. Oh no, I almost lost my glasses. Alrighty. So I don't know if y'all can see, but we got a nice central ridge across here, and we got it in there, but there's a little flat spot right here that I'm trying to get out. And I'm almost using like my old grinder as a waterfall platen to see if I can get that done. It's not going to be easy, but I think it's doable. And it'll be real freaking cool when I do it. Alright. I think I got that ridge about cleaned up. I just have to clean up this bolster. Yep, that's cleaned up. What's up, John? How's it going? Wow. This is going to look much better than what I had before. bolster with my dagger. Oh, look at that. That's gonna be sick. Look at that. Very glad I did that. There we go. This one I just cleaned up the profile and squared up the bolster. And this one's almost fully rough ground. So yeah. It's looking pretty sweet. I still have to trim up bolsters on both sides actually a little bit. But you're going to have central ridge running all the way from the top of that bolster all the way out along. And I'm thinking I might even incorporate that one on carving the handle. I'm not sure yet. But yeah, this is going to be a real nice one. Nice too, actually. Because this one's going to be the same thing. I did change how I sculpted the sides of the bolster, and I'm much happier with this than with this. There's a lot more figure and character to it. So yeah, that's what I'm working on. But yeah. Ah! The thing. That's good. See. It's a plan for the handle. I think Steve is going to be sending me some stabilized wood of some kind. So, apart from that, I don't know. But I'll just use whatever he sends me, most likely. It'll be cool regardless. I'm almost there on this one. I got this side real good. This tang being off to the side is messing with my head. It's making me think the bolster is also up and that the blade's kicked that way. But really it's the tang. So if I cover up the tang, it looks great. But without covering up the tang, it looks super off. Yeah, my Instagram account was hacked. I was able to get it back. But yeah, my Instagram account was not under my control for like maybe a day and a half, 30 hours, something like that. Yeah, usually you can't get those. Usually you can't get an account back at all. So this is about a best case scenario, really. But yeah, and this is just what we're working on right now. This is some of the trickiest grinding I've ever done. So yeah, I might move on to the other one now and make sure get these matching. Yeah, I'm definitely glad it worked out as well. Yeah, definitely glad it worked out. What's up, Dominic? How's it going? Yeah, we're back at the daggers. So I got this one mostly rough ground, and I'm catching this one up. I just got a little bit more grinding to do on the bolsters to make them the same. But yeah. 340. I have to probably gonna turn off at 4 just because I have my buddy's graduation party at 5 and I want to be able to get ready for that and clean up. So yeah. Yeah, for sure. Wait a minute. Oh my god. Cat, I may be stupid, I might be stupid. What's up, Toe? I cannot believe I forgot my thing can go sideways. But then I'll have to do... But that'll make these sides so much easier. Oh my god. Bro. Sweet butter knife, thank you. Yeah, this is the one that's fully... If you ignore the tang... But you see we got that nice central ridge going all the way up. It's going to be sweet when they're done. I might toss this one in for a test stitch, actually. Because it's just kind of sitting there. What belts? I just have a somewhat worn 36 on there right now. It's a 36 grit ceramic. I think this is one of the belts I got from Texas Farrier Supply. Is this one of the ones that you can not quite the right size? I saw a YouTube short about how you can use pliers to tighten these things. Oh, that's loosening. Seems like that video had something to it. How much of that knife is in there? Not up to the bolster. You know what? Screw it. It ain't worth it. Oh, I could just put it in there. Okay. Great. What's up, Peter? How's it going? Thanks. Yeah. Yeah, oh my God. This is not my proudest moment, I will admit. But, yeah. Also, Toph, I don't know if you saw, but my Instagram account got hacked yesterday. So yeah, that was great. I was able to get it back. Yeah, I do need another coffee. But yeah, I was able to get it back this morning. But believe it or not, as crazy as that may seem, Instagram was of very little help to me. Crazy, I know. But I think I lucked out and got a particularly stupid or particularly lazy hacker, because he just posted a story to my, like a crypto scam to my story, and then did nothing else. And eventually, like, I was going to bed last night, I was like, he hasn't done anything. Maybe he doesn't have access to the account right now. And so at that point, it was just figuring out how to log back in, because the Instagram tools for logging back in suck. And the Instagram tools suck in general, but particularly, apparently, for when you're trying to log back into your account. Yeah. But they don't suck enough for me to stop using Instagram, so it is what it is. Yeah, I hate Facebook with a burning passion. And I literally am only on there for like, if I wasn't in the PABA, the Pennsylvania Artist Blacksmith Association, if I wasn't in PABA, I would not have Facebook. Like, the PABA Facebook group is the only reason I have Facebook. So, yeah. Like, that's the only reason I have I have Facebook. It's just for the PABA thing. But yeah, let's see, how's this? Let's let that etch for a little longer. Yeah, I don't know, trolls be trolling, I don't really care. Just ban them. But yeah, now, this is going to be great for shaping the top side. Maybe not quite so great for shaping the bottom side. If I had another one of these over here, that would be a little bit better. I don't know. Clean up, messy shop. It's very clean right now compared to what it was. Okay, I did clean it up. Come on, give me some credit. Yeah, I can switch them, but that isn't fast or easy. And when I was doing that one, the other one, I had to switch between like back and forth like that. So we might have to modify my platen in order to be able to do that. So yeah, mic's still good. Hopefully you didn't get buffeted around too much while I was doing that. But yeah. In all seriousness though, this is the cleanest my shop has been in quite a while. I figured I'd clean up a little bit after finishing all the shop work on the friction folder. So, yeah. Thanks so much, random chatter. Yeah. Oh. Yeah. Yeah, I cleaned off the whole workspace over by the bench, the vise pretty much. I don't know how you can see it, but that area. It's kind of behind the drill press and stuff. But what am I listening to? Currently, Feeding Demons by Self-Deception and Dead by April. Shockingly, the blacksmith listens to metal. Yeah, I don't think anyone's surprised. Gosh, this wheel sucks to get off. I really need to get proper bolts for these things. There we go. Now where's my other contact wheel? Yeah, if it's clean, you're not working. Now I got Stormtroopers by Sabaton, in case you want to listen along. Actually, that would be kind of dope, I'm not gonna lie. I can't put metal on the live stream because that would get me demonetized. But I could make a playlist and share that playlist. Yeah, Spotify list share, and then just not on shuffle, just go down the playlist. I'll start the playlist at the start of stream, and you start the playlist at the start of stream. Or whenever you come in, like you can ask what song I'm on, and I'll tell you the song and approximately when, and then we can all listen through the playlist together. That would actually be dope. I'm not gonna lie. That would be sick. We should totally do that. Yeah. If y'all are interested in that, I can throw together a playlist, or maybe, yeah. I wonder if I can just do this slack belt and if it'll work. Because the way I have my platen set up, sick. Yeah, that'd be cool. All right. Yeah, so, yeah, for next stream, definitely I'll see if I can sort that out. Now, I don't know how well you can see this, but my platen is designed for the little one on the top, and then the 3-inch contact wheel, yeah, here. So this is as far in as the platen goes, so I'd need to dig that back a bit further. But you know what, let's do that. It looks like it would fit about right. So I may have to take you off my brilliant and genius phone stand over here. If you're wondering what you're sitting on, here, I'll turn it around. These 2 screws and this wire brush to prop the top so it doesn't fall down. And I got you guys plugged in here, so you're not gonna die. And then we got, I don't know if you can see, can't see, but we also have almost. We also have the microphone thingy. But yeah, unplugged. So now we need to figure out somewhere to put y'all. Maybe here with this behind. Yeah. It'll work. It's not the sketchiest phone setup I've ever had. Believe it or not. All right, I'll probably just, let's see, where'd my center punch go? There's the center punch. All right, in case you're following along, I'm now listening to, what was it? House of Mirrors by Arch Enemy. I need a hammer. All these bands getting free publicity here. My 100 people is definitely very important to them. All right, hopefully this doesn't knock my phone down. Okay, there we go. There we go. Now I just need to get it opened up with, how did I hold this? There we go. I suppose that might work. Just with the angle grinder. See if I can rotate this setup so y'all can see. All right, there we go. You can kind of see. This will just be a real quick cut. All right, that ought to be good enough. Baby duty. All right, see ya, Toph. What's up, Prem? How's it going? Ugh. Right, let's see if this works or if I need to drill it out more. Oh, now we hit the big nut in the middle. Yay! I need to cut out more in here. I'll do the same thing I did the first time. Abuse my bench grinder. And for this, I will definitely wear my respirator. You know what? I'll even take this side off just so nothing sketchy happens. I'll grind it a little bit more. Ah, that bench grinder is a beast. Oh, that's a good question. How is the test etch? Good. The test etch is good. I need some more water in the baking soda water. Oh, I spilled a little bit. Let's see, like a rafter mount for a camera phone, just to keep it off the workbench. Yeah, that would be cool. That's kind of what I have, but like one of them, like bendy things would be cool. But it wouldn't be nearly as mobile then, I don't think. But yeah, I don't know how well you can see. Here, I'll just pull you off and spin you all around with the front camera. There you go. There's that test etch. Very cool. I like it. I like it a lot. Yeah. That's very close to what I was going for. Especially like up here. It seems like it is getting better as I grind into it. On this bit, right, that bolster transition, that's cool. And then you just get all the layers there. But yeah, that's that. Very cool, very good. Actually, we are going to need... Here, I'll explain the issue like this. See, we got clearance on the big nut, and this is as far in as it goes. But if you look up, like if I put on a belt like this, there would be like a bump there and a bump here. Actually, no, this one would be good, almost. So I need to grind these in more. So yeah, I might just drill a whole nother hole on each one. Ooh. There. Oh, thanks, Dominic. Have a good one. There we go. Now I'll just cut these real quick, and then we should be good to go. There we go. Lengthen the slots. And now I flip this around. It doesn't fit. Huh? Do I need to grind those more? I don't know if I can do that with the angle grinder. I ran out of length on the, or I guess, diameter. I ran out of diameter on the cutting wheel. I'll use that side of the belt here to open those up. Oh, crap. Yeah. This will be easier. But I need to rule it. That would be smart. sick. All right, now let me show you what I'm looking at here. There we go. That's nice. Nice. So, I do believe I have to go soon. But we can probably give this setup a go just for a little bit. Yes! Yes! Perfect! That's perfect! Awesome! Yes! So, Isaac Hill, how's it going? Alrighty, so I do really have to go now, but we improved the grinder, and test etch is looking dope, and I'm working on rough grinding with this one. So, that was pretty dope. Got dirt all over my face, I'm sure. Thank you for watching. If you are not yet subscribed, please subscribe. That would be awesome. I always got to get that number up. We hit 2,300, which is absolutely insane. But got to keep climbing. So, yeah. Have a good day, y'all. And, yeah, see you, John. We'll see you all next time.